Hello Dante, this is going to be my report for your website. I was looking over the website and I'm just going to tell you what I think. At first glance, I see that the website's very busy. There's a lot of text, there's a lot of links, and a lot of pictures. And so as a potential customer or client, I have really nothing to focus on. I see these pictures that probably take my attention first, and then I see this little graphic up here that kind of, switches over. There's a way that you could deal with all of these menu options. You can have a slider where they're kind of hidden, and then they can hover over, and then the drop down comes. And I'll show you how I handled that on my website, because I have a lot of content too. But as you can see, it looks simpler, and it's a little bit more eye-pleasing. And if you hover over these menu buttons, you can see that I have child buttons. That's what they're called. And what happens is whenever somebody wants to tour my website, it's a little bit easier for them to do so. So that's one of the first things that I noticed that possibly that this website can be improved upon is the cosmetics. Now another thing that I'd like to focus your attention on is people search a lot by images, and so if we hover your over image your hair and you see Ryan Banner, that really doesn't describe what this image is about. Lawnmowers, rototillers, spreaders. But if we right click and we inspect that element in Chrome here, and we look at the file name is 00007_0.jpeg. Now, why is that a problem? Well, because people are using images to search for what they want in Google a lot of times and the other search engines. Search by image is getting more and more popular by the day. So I'm a guy that believes in practicing what he preaches, so I'm not going to say that I'm perfect all the time, of course, but here we go. So feed burner for WordPress, this is one of my posts, okay? We'll just pick one here. Now we're going to highlight this, and I'm going to right click, and we're going to search Google for feed burner for WordPress. Okay, so now we can see we're on the first page of Google, and here I am right at the bottom. I posted this 2 weeks ago, and you can see that I'm kind of standing out with my rating. That's something else you can incorporate into your website, a rating, so you get them 5 stars beside it so people come to your website and rate it. But not only that, if you go over here to images and you search images, feed burner for WordPress, you can see that here I am, I'm right here too. See, a1websitepro.com. So I'm getting indexed in the search engine under images as well. And then not only that, but if we go to YouTube and we scroll down here, you can see that here I am, I'm also indexed in the videos, feed burner for WordPress. Go see a1websitepro.com. So there's a lot of ways that you can optimize the website by using your images and videos and so on and so forth. And it's better to give your images a file name that is relevant to the search, whatever people will be searching for. So that's something else that can be improved upon. All in all, this is a pretty good website. I mean, there's not one website out there that can't be improved upon in some way or another. So I'm not picking on the guy that developed this. It's just, there's always more things that can be done to websites. It's just how far do you want to go, basically. So if we're going to pick on something, let's pick on spreaders here for a minute. Lawn spreaders is probably what I would look for, but we have broadcast spreaders. Maybe we'll click on there, and let's just type in broadcast spreader in the search engine. And so this is where we want to show up for you. And I notice whenever I scroll down through here, I don't see you anywhere. So now that doesn't necessarily mean that I'm going to get you here in the organic search, but we could definitely get you up here in the sponsored search with an AdWords. And here's the other thing. We could get you into Google Shopping, which is also a great way to sell your products. Because if you have one of these AdWords, you're automatically eligible to be included in the Google Shopping. So if we shop for a broadcast spreader, we can get you in here as well. There's a lot of people who do shopping here. So that's just another thing to keep in mind that we do here. So if we research your competition for a broadcast spreader, we see that Amazon is up here too. That's another good avenue that we can incorporate your products into. But if we go to images, we could see that a lot of them have taken the opportunity to name their file names broadcast spreader and be indexed in the Google images. So this is where also you should be as well. And then if we go to YouTube, we see that there's a lot of people here, tips for using broadcast spreaders and so on and so forth. You could even make a tutorial on how to use your broadcast spreaders and be indexed in YouTube, because a lot of people YouTube is the most search engine in the world now. So that's another good thing to do. I mean, you could take a 1-minute video and upload it to YouTube on how to use a broadcast spreader, lawn spreader, and utilize all these keywords that we need for your website and have them linked back to your website. For example, if you go to FeedBurner for WordPress and you click on my video here, if you go into the description part of it, where it says show more, see, it says please visit A1 Website Pro for more great tutorials. And we can link people right back to your site from YouTube just like that. So that's another great way to utilize your products and get search engine optimization. A better thing for me to do would be to please visit a1websitepro.com for more great WordPress tutorials. And I should have linked WordPress tutorials on linking it back to my site. So there's something else that I could do better as well too. Another good thing that I noticed that your web developer did for you, or if you did it, is you made a Facebook page, and that's really, really cool. I'll go ahead and like this page and put it on my Facebook. And but one of the things that I notice is that you're not getting a lot of reads. And you see 5 people looked at this. If you scroll down, 8 people looked at this. If you go to, for instance, let's go to my Facebook page. Now I used to do that as well. And if you scroll down, now this is not an expensive campaign, but you get to target people. See, I got 2,952 people saw this post. And what this does is you can target people that are within the same interest, that have interest, for instance, in lawnmowers or lawn spreaders or broadcast spreaders. You could do that on Facebook, and it's such a great way to get people back to your site or to your Facebook page. And I did this for some of my clients already. I'll show you this one, the DIY show-off. She does a really good job, and she gets all kind of hits. I mean, she's very adamant about a website, and she's got 11,000 likes, and every one of her posts and what she does here, they all have a great rating. They all go viral, and we can make that happen for your Facebook too. I mean, it definitely takes some work, but we can make your Facebook, look a little bit more like that with a lot of people reading it. So in a nutshell, I mean, you have a pretty good website. There's always things that we can do better, and that's basically what I think that you was wanting from me, and what my honest opinion was of several different things. So I think that that's one of the things that you need to be indexed for. It looks to me like maybe voted number landscape supplier should be one of your keywords. If we search Google for that, we can see, well, we don't have you up there. So maybe what we need to do is take some of these images that we have and put landscape supplier, and also probably make a video. As you notice, my keyword right here is web development and design. And of course, this is a very hard keyword to get into the #1 position, but sometimes I'm in #1 and sometimes I'm in the #2 position. Here's the sponsored links right here, but here I am right here. But what was most important to me is that I had web development and design and had Youngstown, or Youngstown, Ohio. And so if we look at that, you can see I'm #1, #2, #3. So it's important that you optimize your website for your keywords so that you could be indexed accordingly. You have a lot of good keywords within your website that you are #1 for, but there's definitely room for improvement, and the only thing is we have to figure out what are the best keywords to use. Now, one of the things that I do, I use the Google keyword tool. And you could look this up in any search engine. And if you click on that first link there, the Google keyword tool, and I'm just going to go ahead and sign in here because I already have an account. And I'll show you how this works. So what our keyword is here that we want to research is landscape supplier. Okay? So I'm going to paste in landscape supplier, click search, and this will give us all kind of keyword ideas and insights. Now if we look up landscape supplier, it says it's high competition, so it's going to be really hard to get in the #1 place. And we can see that these are separated by months. This is January, February, March, April, May, and then June, of course, is your biggest month for landscape supplier for people searching it. And now if you wanted to be indexed in the sponsored search, it's going to cost you approximately about $1.81 a click. Now that's not every time it's displayed, it's anytime somebody clicks on it. So, but there's landscaping materials. Here's medium competition. It gets 60,000 or 22,200 hits in the United States. But maybe we want to go to Youngstown to maybe localize it, Youngstown or Boardman. Now we can see that there's not a lot of people searching landscape or supplier Youngstown, but fortunately what Google will do is they will keep track of what your demographics are whenever you're searching. So if you just type into the Google search engine landscape supplier, we see that it brings up our business listings here. And I know you have a business listing, I saw it earlier, but you should really be indexed right here under landscape supplier in the business listings. I don't see it here, and I'm sorry if I'm missing it. But here's somebody on Boardman Poland Road, and I know that you're on that same road, and you should be in there for real. Okay, but anyway, this is my overview of your website and how it can be better. Once again, I'm not trying to cut anything down, just showing you where you can make improvements upon, and I'm sure there's even more things that we could do on top of what I have said. So thank you for the opportunity and watching the video, and I look forward to our meeting. Thanks. Bye.